Oh boy, you are seeing my face. What I'm trying to do is I wanted to take a more illustrative approach to my videos. So, this point forward, you guys are going to be seeing my face whenever I make videos, and I'm probably going to be scratching my face the entire time. The thing is, I figured I'd try something a bit more than just straight up showing my face. So, especially since I've shut down my SoundCloud, thanks to the people that have been following me, but I've been wanting to focus more on YouTube. So, going forward, you're going to be seeing my face when I do videos, so enjoy it. It's probably more interesting than just staring at a picture with a random voice talking the entire time. So, that's how it's going to be with videos. So, what are we talking about today? So, we got a couple more CES topics to talk about. One of the ones that we knew that was coming for a long time is some sort of fingerprint sensor in the screen, because as you know, as phones are now going on this trend of having near bezel-less displays, phones like the iPhone 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S8 and the LG G6 all have screens that pretty much take up the entire front of the screen, but of course that means where are you going to put the fingerprint sensor, unless you're going to be pulling like a Samsung Galaxy S8 and putting it on the back. And in truth, before I got my iPhone SE, this is the phone I've been using since I lost my iPhone. I'm trying to find it. My Nexus 5X, where it has a fingerprint sensor on the back. And to turn it on, I have to just put my finger there. This phone's kind of sluggish. Let's try to. And as you can see, it needed to reboot. But yeah, that's how I unlock my phone. And admittedly, the fingerprint sensor on the Nexus 5X is a pretty good one. It misses a couple times, but it gets it generally speaking. But the thing is, I don't really like the idea of putting it on the back. Yes, putting it right here is a natural place for your finger to lie, but especially if I'm like putting the phone down on a table, like if it's charging, I would just have to resort to using my password. Ever since I started using fingerprint sensors, I've started to dig the idea of just putting my finger on a certain button and just unlocking it. And so that's why I prefer putting on the front, like on an iPhone, for example. Well, of course, with the iPhone 10, they got rid of that. So now Vivo showed off a phone at CES that has a fingerprint sensor built into the display. It is a Synaptics optical sensor that lies under the OLED. And what it does basically is that the sensor looks through the pixels on the OLED display to read your fingerprint. Right now, since that's how the technology works, it only works with OLED displays. Like I said, tomato tomato when it comes to OLED. The reason it wouldn't work on something that has an LCD display like on an iPhone 8 is because the backlight is in the way of the display, so it wouldn't be able to read it. Hopefully they'll be able to figure that out in the future, although going forward we're probably going to be seeing all the flagship manufacturers moving to some sort of OLED or AMOLED display, which that's great for the general consumer, but that's not really good for photographers and videographers who need accurate color. So my thoughts on this, I'm pretty ecstatic. There's just something really weird about the idea of using your face to unlock it. I don't know. I know some people are going to say, well, you're giving away your fingerprint, and isn't that just as sensitive? But I don't know. I always kind of like the idea of, I guess with a fingerprint sensor, it's that you're always using your finger, which, your fingerprint's always there unless, it gets chopped off one day. But I don't know, just the idea that you're able to use this finger that's always with you and to just lay it on the sensor and it unlocks your phone. With something like your eyes, even if the eye sensor can see in the dark, it's not as accurate. And there's just something about it just feels really inconvenient, especially like if you're going to use, like, let's say Apple Pay on the iPhone 10. You have to stare at your iPhone every time you make a payment. I just feel like that's kind of awkward. So it's really I would say really gratifying to say, because I think going forward we're all gonna have smartphones. Even I would even imagine like feature phones you would get from like TrackPhone or Boost Mobile are gonna start having bezel-less displays. Now the thing about this, the Vivo and Synaptics fingerprint sensor, is that it is not as fast as current generation fingerprint sensors, which I don't mind too much. I've heard it's about as fast as the first fingerprint sensors we saw in smartphones, but if it's as fast as something as like the as fast as something as the iPhone 5S, then I could live with that. Yes, it's a little slower, but it's still plenty reliable. So that's about all I could say. I wished I could be in Las Vegas testing it out, but I don't have the means to fly out there to see it. So alright guys, I hope you like this new format. Later today, since I'm posting this video, well actually I'm gonna try to post this video today, which is Friday, but in either case, I have a couple more CES topics coming. I'm in the middle of watching Martin Scorsese's The Age of Innocence, which is looking to be a pretty interesting film. I really liked how detailed they explained the world, and it is very fascinating how this aristocratic 1870s New York works. So you'll be seeing a review of The Age of Innocence coming up relatively soon. Probably within the day I am uploading this video. So, alright guys, this has been Blood Moon Bobby. I hope you enjoyed this new format, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, this has been a Blood Moon Bobby video. Please like this video or dislike it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.